It's Week 8 of the NFL, and the spotlight is on Roquan Smith. He was all over the place last week with double-digit tackles and a sack. It's the Ravens and the Cards on EA Sports.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Up to the 20. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 19 carries, 125 yards, and a touchdown.
And when you lead the league in rushing for this stretch of time, now you take on the identity. You now lead the team, and everything runs through you in terms of offense.
Henry again on second down. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. When you look at this defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And I know, just like me, you're fired up about this one because this is the irresistible object and the immovable force. They're going head-to-head, number 1 versus number 1. I've talked about that running backs renaissance for a while. Can they slow these guys down? Where's my helmet? I want to play.
Jeez, you are fired up. Something's got to give. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Throwing on first down is Murray. That's taken in by Palmer. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing now is Murray. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Now a 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Murray going to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
Award that tackle for loss to the safety, Buda Baker. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early.
Ball start, offense.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Now Jackson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. You look at this Arizona defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come over the loss.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And this game, Charles, much talked about coming in. And you think there's a real chance this is a Super Bowl preview?
I do, because as things stand, and I'll give you a little bit of a caveat here, that maybe things will shake out a little bit if someone loses along the way. But here we are right now. These are your two current #1 seeds, and I think they're both good enough to make it to the big game.
Now Murray throwing on second down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Connor. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. An option handoff given to Connor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 30. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's McBride. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. To throw, it's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 8 yards out. And the Cardinals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point good by Prater, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Jackson. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. Off the option, here's Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Jackson going to keep it running right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw, and they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone, and that's exactly what he did there.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this 1st half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. First down, Murray. Able to get this one to McBride. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Now this going to be a quarterback draw. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Now a 2nd and 6. Now Murray. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that will finish off this third quarter of play. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle. And this is a 4-point game as they've gone to the locker rooms for halftime. Kenneth Walker, a touchdown run in that first half. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes killing it. 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And that one all tied. In the first half, the Cardinals did what they always do, and that's rely on their quarterback, Kyler Murray. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
On the option right is Jackson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And that one too wide and incomplete. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Ravens send their punter out now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Here's Jones on the return. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They're in the driver's seat right now, and they were winners last week over the Seattle Seahawks, so trying to keep that momentum moving in the positive direction. Murray now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Murray now. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll run with Carter. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Carter, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to widen their advantage.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Prater for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They go play action with Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Bilal Nichols in there to take him down.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 4. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. Here's third and a few inches. Here's Murray. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on third and inches.
But he's certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cards are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Ravens offense back out there. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. From the gun, Jackson. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Now it's Jackson. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens get a bit closer. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his second touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Second and a couple. Murray a give. This is counter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
They'll run for it with counter. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On first down, Connor going to be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Connor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
You think about James Conner down near the goal line, and you think about the 2021 season with his 15 touchdown runs. He believes he's as good as anybody down close, and he powers his way in here.
Prater on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Jackson will throw again. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
3rd and goal, Jackson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground, and he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Roquan Smith, the All-Pro, the former Bear, is there to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Cardinals, the